bombshell new report published by The Atlantic, Greg Bovino, the Border Patrol chief who's overseen ICE amid a series of fatal shootings in Minneapolis, has been demoted. Quote, Gregory Bovino has been removed from his role as Border Patrol Commander-at-Large and will return to his former job at El Centro, California, where he is expected to retire soon, according to a DHS official and two people with knowledge of the change. And of course, if you're wondering why Bovino is suddenly on the chopping block, the answer might be in this paragraph. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and her close advisor Corey Lewandowski, who were Bovino's biggest backers at DHS, are also at risk of losing their jobs, two of the people told me. In other words, if this reporting is correct, someone's head obviously needed to roll given all of the negative attention ICE is getting, and Kristi Noem didn't want it to be hers, so instead, Bovino gets thrown under the bus. Perhaps the most consistent feature of the Trump administration is the collective inability for anyone to ever grasp the fact that at some point, you will be discarded the moment you lose your political usefulness. It looks like that moment has arrived for Greg Bovino. Now, I should note that Kristi Noem doesn't seem to be getting off the hook either. I spoke with the ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, Robert Garcia, about Noem's future. Here's what he had to say about the prospect of impeachment. With Kristi Noem in charge of the Department of Homeland Security, what punishment, what consequences should she shoulder because she's in charge of this agency?
Well, she should be impeached. I mean, look, if Kristi Noem doesn't resign or removed from office, that impeachment procedure should start immediately. I'm one of the co-authors of the impeachment resolution that's now in front of the Congress. There is no question that she has gone above and beyond the crimes, what she's done to rip up our Constitution, due process for U.S. citizens, the way she's treating people, the way that she and her agents now, of course, now are killing Americans and people on the streets of our country is not only shameful, every American should be so disturbed by the images they're seeing now. And to have her and others come out and say that everything that the agents are doing is correct, or somehow that we shouldn't believe what we're seeing, obviously we're all of us are outraged by it. And so she must be impeached, and those efforts are underway. And I know that Oversight, Judiciary, Homeland Security, those three committees are going to be very involved in that process.
And of course, if you want to watch the full interview and all other interviews, the best way to do that is to subscribe to this channel. I'm also fast approaching 5 million subscribers, so if you'd like to subscribe now, I would really appreciate it. In other words, Kristi Noem can sacrifice her underlings all she wants, but it doesn't look like the spotlight is being taken off Noem anytime soon. Something that this administration doesn't seem to realize is that the buck stops with the people in charge, and that when they royally fuck up by, executing Americans in the streets, the people who lead the government agencies overseeing that action are going to be held responsible. I know that part of the Trump mantra is to never accept even an ounce of blame, but these people are learning a quick lesson in the definition of accountability. Now, I should note that the administration is pushing back on this reporting. Tricia McLaughlin wrote it on Twitter, quote, Chief Gregory Bovino has not been relieved of his duties. As the press secretary stated from the White House podium, Bovino is a key part of the president's team and a great American. Of course, believing this administration at this point is like believing Trump when he says he aces his cognitive exam, so you can probably take Tricia's denial with a grain of salt. Now, if Bovino is indeed out, that is the correct first step. But I want to be absolutely clear. This is not, in any planet, justice. This person should never be allowed to show his face again in civil society, at a bare minimum, and he should face criminal consequences for the absolute circus that he's ushered in. And frankly, anyone worth his or her salt in government on the Democratic side should not stop until and unless Greg Bovino is held to account for what he's done. I'll note that the statute of limitations is 5 years for most federal crimes here, something to keep in mind. But beyond that, Bovino reportedly being demoted is still a striking move for an administration that never accepts any blame. And yet, the reason here is clear. Trump has taken his strongest issue, immigration, and turned it into one of his worst. He is so draconian, so lawless, so reckless, so depraved, that he lost nearly 3/4 of Americans with the way that ICE has comported itself throughout this entire process, to the point where the guy in charge is now reportedly being demoted.
I'm not really surprised that President Trump is sending Tom Homan in, because ICE, DHS, Kristi Noem have been a political disaster. Because just take a look here. I mean, ICE's net approval rating during Trump's term. You go back to term number 1. Look, it was pretty even at 0 points. You go to June 2025, right? That was when all that stuff was going on in Los Angeles. They dropped down. Look at this. -17 points, way in the basement. But then after Minneapolis, It's even lower, minus 27 points on the net approval rating of ICE. Of course, this all being done under Kristi Noem. So, no, what's going on in Minneapolis is not popular at all. What's been going on during this second term under ICE, under the Trump administration, under Kristi Noem, has very much not been popular, and it's only been getting more and more unpopular.
What about DHS kind of more broadly?
Yeah, okay, so we're going to start down low. We'll start with ICE, and then we'll raise it to DHS. And again, it's just the same exact story, right? DHS is doing an excellent or good job, the Department of Homeland Security. During Trump's first term, look where it was in late 2017, right around this point. 59%, that's pretty gosh darn good. But look at where it is now in Trump term number 2. By late last year, it was down to 42%. So this is the same story that we're seeing no matter which poll question we look at. The popularity of ICE, of DHS, has completely fallen under the second Trump term, the second Trump administration, where what we were seeing during Trump's term number 1 was, hey, ICE, DHS, pretty popular, certainly not unpopular, but all the actions in Minneapolis, in Los Angeles, in these major American cities have been very much rejected by the American people. It has been a political disaster for the second Trump administration.
And now, I mean, as Berman was just reading what the president was just sending out, he's now sending in Tom Homan. His borders are into Minnesota, which leads to questions of what about the leadership of the Secretary of Homeland Security, who has inserted herself very publicly to be kind of front and center in all of these operations.
Yeah, as I said at the top, I just think there's a real reason for it, and that's because Kristi Noem, simply put, Kate, has not been popular, and everything she's done for the most part has not been popular. I mean, just look at her net approval rate. In July of 2025, it was minus 11 points. It's actually gotten more unpopular now at minus 16 points. I looked at every single poll that has been conducted on Kristi Noem's popularity. Every single one, the net approval rating has been negative. ICE is negative. DHS is negative. As I said at the top, Kate, this has been an absolute political disaster for the President of the United States. It's not much of a surprise to me if he wants to push Noem to the side, Kate.
And remember, this is one of the things, broadly speaking about immigration, and his crackdown of it was something he ran on and won on when it came to the last election. So what a shift in changes has been.
But I want to make one last point here. I understand that this White House wants to give the impression that it's all powerful. But look, they are responsive to public pressure. Greg Bovino does not get ousted without public pressure, without cratering poll numbers, without people speaking out and making their voices heard. This administration wants you to feel powerless. They want you to feel like your voice doesn't matter. But that's not true. And they know that. That is why they're working so fucking hard to suppress your voices, to chill free speech, to silence comedians, to buy up the algorithms. It's why they work so hard to discredit the No Kings protest and the 7 million Americans who took to the streets. They know full well the power that we all have. They know full well that by trying to quash dissent, they are operating from a position of weakness, not strength. And the latest actions with ICE only exacerbate those issues that Trump is contending with. Let's be clear, there is no world in which Donald Trump does not see this and what it represents. If you send thousands of people into the streets to protest in -9 degrees, then you have a big problem. That is not lost on this administration. We're starting to see the cracks, but the reality is that this is not the time to declare victory. It is the time to double, triple, quadruple down. We will bring about an end to Trumpism, slowly and then all at once. We're at the beginning stages right now, but it's going to take everybody stepping up while we still have the chance. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.